Hi, it's Ashleigh from Sweet Dreams Bake Shop, and today I'm going to be using my Earl Grey sugar cookie recipe in order to decorate these marbled conversation heart cookies. Now, I've done a lot of different cookie tutorials, but all of them pretty much involve piping. This is one of those that won't require any piping for the actual dipping portion. If you do want to add on wording, you will have to pipe. You want to make sure that you get the actual consistency right before you start adding on the colors, because if you add in the color and then you mix it up too much, you're not going to get that marbled look. The base royal icing recipe that I always use is down in the description box below, but in order to get this perfect, it's all about the right consistency. You want to make sure that it's not too soupy, but you also want to make sure that it's not so thick that you can't dip them. So you will have to play around with this. I find when I'm able to pull up the spoon, and if I look at the back of the spoon and I can shake it, and I can shake away any peaking of any sort, that means that it's the right consistency. To add a little bit of luxury to this, I'm going to be putting on some gold leaf. You guys know how much I love gold leaf. Whenever you're adding gold leaf to royal icing cookies, you want to make sure to do it when it's wet because it won't stick that well if it's dry. Now, if you want to know why I'm placing these onto this sheet, go ahead and click that video in the right-hand corner. Once everything is really dry, then you can start piping on your wording. You are going to use your piping consistency, not your pipe and flood consistency, and this consistency basically stays put. So once you pipe it out, nothing moves and nothing goes away. In order to play with the consistency of your royal icing, you'll need to add water in some instances, maybe a bit more meringue powder, or sometimes even more icing sugar. Also, always make sure to whip your royal icing. That's how you get a nice pure white whenever you're piping with white frosting. I'm piping on a bunch of different sayings that have to do with food and treats, but honestly, you can pipe whatever you want on here. And if piping isn't your thing, and which is why you clicked on this video to see how to decorate these without having to do much piping, you can use a stencil and just swipe it across. You could totally leave that white, but I want to give it a little bit more glamour, so I'm using my water-activated paint palette. Now I'm splattering it with gold paint, but if you like the clean look of just the marbled effect, you can totally skip this step. To avoid any cratering and making sure that it's extra puffy, make sure that when you're dipping these in that you really give it a good solid dip. Now these sugar cookies are a little bit smaller because I was intending to put these into jars or just place them into little sweet treat boxes. Now let's get into the pricing for these cookies. So if I were selling these as a stock order, I would make sure that I made them just a little bit bigger if I were selling them on their own. And as a custom order, if it were the same size that was requested, I would make it just like that for that price with a 24 cookie minimum. I also want to say thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers. I will be doing some upcoming videos all about that. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be part of the Sweetie fam. Right now, I'm uploading daily, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Also, be sure to comment, request, or ask a question. I love hearing from you guys. Bye!